Hi, Evil fans! Welcome back to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this video, we'll be discussing Evil Season 3. It is back and already confusing me.
Yes.
But it's okay. Let's walk through this episode together, everybody. So this is episode 1, and it's called The Demon of Death. Did you notice that the intro song is different?
Yes, I did.
Is it a sped-up version?
There's more details in it, too, right?
There's more graphics.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's not as clean. I actually like the old one better.
I prefer it, too.
Yes, it's more simple.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's okay.
But, yeah, it's fine. I'm not mad at it. I still think the milk, but then it became like a sheet or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to rewatch it. I wonder if it's going to be different each time, too. Or like slightly.
That might be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's just go right into the most exciting part of this episode for me. It's where we left off last season. So David and Kristen are about to get it on. He sees her scars, so he's like hesitant, and then I think she just gets insecure and she walks out.
Yes.
And then he's upset, but then she comes back and looks like a little like devil on the shoulder of David.
Yes.
And then they get it on, but who the hell is that?
Right, so at first, we're supposed to think it was her.
For sure.
Right? But then the next night, when she comes again, and she has to, like, tongue.
The split tongue.
Yes. And then, but he still doesn't know that it wasn't her.
So you know his feelings about it. He was down to do it.
So I was really fascinated by how they did this to us as the audience, right? Because we were first led to believe that they did it, and then we had to process our feelings. How do we feel about the fact that they just did it?
You didn't have much time to do it.
And then we found out that it wasn't her. And then were you relieved? I don't know. I don't know how I felt. Were you like, oh, I wish they had done it?
Relieved for David, but now I know David really was like, okay, just this one time then.
And is he going to keep fantasizing about her?
Is it a fantasy too?
Or is that just an actual demon that he's getting it on with?
You know, it could be anything at this point with this show, because is that the same demon that cheated on Andy last? Remember, went to the bar?
Oh,
or like
yes.
tried to cheat, you know, like what went rogue? I don't know. Or is it just a fantasy, which I'm thinking because, well, David used to do hallucinogenics, but now he's like ordained, right? Isn't he?
Well, but that was the same day he got ordained.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought when she cheated on Andy at the bar, that was actually her.
Okay.
Because she then told her psychiatrist.
Yeah,
friend.
that's true.
So
okay.
That one was legit, but they burned the paper. Burned it.
Oh.
So that was, I think, real. Oh, yeah, she wrote it.
Right.
But then the David thing, she says they just kissed.
Yeah, and then
Which, like, is already, she feels guilt enough.
But she seemed relieved.
Yes.
Like, no, we didn't do anything, so we're
Right,
good.
yes, right. And then Andy comes home, and they seem like they're going to be okay.
It's weird because it would seem like she has more to lose, like, with the affair maybe happening. But I think he might. His whole life is devoted to priesthood.
Yeah.
So it was. How do you want them to be together? I don't know.
I don't know. I actually don't know, because I actually really like Andy, and I feel like last 2 seasons he did not get a lot of time, like character build-up.
Definitely a C-plot character.
Yes, but then in this season, in this first episode, I feel like they're already giving him a little bit more personality.
Well, that's nice.
So
Well,
we shall see.
let's continue to talk about Andy then, because he's back.
He's back.
He tries to open the door, and I forgot she changed the lock.
Yes,
because
that's
Dum Dum Leland.
Yes,
and then he goes into Cheryl's room, and there's this like creepy music playing, and then he sees a little demon.
Well, first of all, she's just lying there like this. That's already weird. Yes, and then the demon's just lurking by her bed.
Right. But then when he comes back, it's gone. So he's probably like, what
he's like, it's dark. Maybe it was just a shadow. Okay.
Right.
Let it go.
And then he finds her dirty water jar.
Stink water jar.
With that little head in it.
And then he flushes it down the toilet.
That was really funny when he couldn't get it to flush.
He like smashes it till it comes in. It looked like little bits of poop.
It did. It was pretty gross. So he's on to something. I think he doesn't even want Cheryl there anymore, which I agree. And Kristen agrees.
Yeah, she agreed. So now I'm wondering, what's the deal with Kristen? Is she turning? Is she not as a demon after all? Like, did the writers decide, you know what, that direction, we don't like that after all, because Kristen.
Right. But who is a demon? Who of all these people is a demon? Is Andy a demon now? I mean,
Cheryl has to be becoming a demon, right? Because
demonic.
She's like with the Eddies.
Eddie, my Eddie. She's praying to him again.
Jar. She put it under their bed, though. Why?
You creep.
And now that it's flushed, does that mean it's gone? No, I don't think so. It's clogging the pipes now.
It's totally clogging.
It's gonna be like infecting the water of the town.
Something's gonna happen with the water pump supply, septic tank, and then
everything's gonna blow, and there's gonna be head, gut, parts everywhere.
So crazy Grandma Cheryl. So more of the same of Cheryl, and of course Eddie, my Eddie, has to make a cameo.
Yes, because there's the two.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right, let's just change it up a little bit. Let's talk about that huge, scary warehouse where there's an experiment being done. Mm-hmm. Got to see Ben there. He's with David. Mm-hmm. And this is an interesting experiment. This actually had me pretty fascinated.
I did. Same.
So you weigh the people when they're dying and see if they lose weight, like their soul left their body. Mm-hmm. So they did have a dying priest, Frank, and post-death, his weight did decrease by 24 grams. Mm-hmm. But then, like, some weird stuff happens with the lights, and then he's back to life and feeling better than ever.
Right. So whatever was in him came out.
David believes it's a demon.
And that was what was killing him, maybe.
That was the cancer.
Right.
Was the demon.
Yes. Oh. So that's what they're... So what I like about this whole experiment is that it brings the show back to the original concept, which is the whole religion, science, medicine,
intertwined
psychology question. And I like the tone of this episode because I felt like it was more grounded in like first season themes.
Yeah.
And less supernatural. Like there still is with Cheryl, but it's all, I feel like it's all more with Cheryl now and not pervading and the whole thing. And then maybe David's fantasy life. Or is it a demon? But it's still ambiguous enough to not be flat out horror. Because,
like, Ben has a succubus. Is that real? Or is it hallucinating? And then, is Kristen David's succubus? I don't know. But this experiment was really interesting because then they do have a dying nun go there, but when she dies, her body weight increases by 36 grams. So then the demon went into her, is what they're thinking?
That's their hypothesis, right?
Yeah. So what did you feel about Frank and Monseigneur kind of having a...
So I thought that was fascinating too because the conversation that Frank had before he almost died, was that, he never felt God's love.
Oh,
how sad is that?
That is really sad. What if he's just going to darkness and...
You give up your love, like the idea of love for your whole life because God's love is supposed to take the place of that, but then he said he never felt it. And he's like on his deathbed. Yeah. So he thought, right?
Right.
So he comes out of it and then, that was very interesting how they had to like separate.
Yeah.
Because they basically have the feeling.
They're afraid of what would happen if he stayed.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was heartbreaking.
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
Yeah.
I do have to say Wallace Shawn from Princess Bride. It was kind of cool to see him. The guy who played, remember from Princess Bride?
Oh, yeah.
The one who played Frank?
Yes, I love him.
I just wanted to kind of geek out.
He's always a good character.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad that he got to come back to life because then he was himself.
What we're used to. Okay. So, of course, why is Leland everywhere? Because then he shows up to this, and I just want to be like, butt out, dude. Yes. But it's really funny what's happening with Lexi, because she knows that it's him in that game trying to get info and intel about Kristen.
I love that she's so smart. Lexi! And then she gets all the sisters involved in it. He can't handle it.
Drive him crazy? Yes. Oh, I loved that. That was good. It's always nice to see him when he's like a little uneasy.
Yes, I know. And I like this way that Evil incorporates like the new technology, like the internet, to kind of talk about like how would like Evil infiltrate in the modern day.
Doesn't it scare you?
So good, like with the like influencers and that YouTuber who does like the beauty tricks.
That VR game. Oh my gosh,
that VR game was so creepy. Yes, so I liked how this season is off to kind of embracing that again.
It's like all encompassing of seasons seasons past.
Very good premiere.
It was a good premiere. I just want to say an unexpected comical duo was Sister Andrea and Kurt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked their chemistry together. Their on-screen chemistry. Just the back and forth with them.
Yeah.
She is so wise, and she scares me when she talks. She talks about big ideas, grandiose in nature, and she makes me have a little bit of an existential crisis when she talks, but it's like she knows what's up.
She has foresight.
She knows what's about to go down.
Exactly. But she's very selective in how much she shares with other people.
She's very calculated.
I really like her.
Yeah. So satisfying. So
Yes.
we were like, we had a void to fill. I mean,
Yes.
you just binge watched all of it, but weren't you kind of excited?
I was so excited.
You're so lucky.
Yes, yes, I know. I got to see it all at once.
Yes.
And then jump right into season 3.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a amazing addition it is to have you here.
Yes.
I'm not talking to myself while I'm talking to you, of course, but it's so nice to discuss the back and forth. So thank you for being here and for
Thanks for having me.
binging it so quickly. Yes. Okay, everybody, what did you think of this season 3 premiere of Evil? Please comment below, as you always do. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about it. And let us know if you picked up on something that we didn't. Please comment below, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.